Guys, Yano King here, and today's video is going to be my history with Runescape. As you can see in the title, I'm just going to take you through like from when I started to how I got here and the accounts I've had in between then and now and stuff like that. And the reason I'm making this video now is because, well, a good chunk of you are new to this channel, so I just thought I'd give you a rundown of my history with the game. So I actually started in 2006. My brother got me started because back then I was like 10 years old or something like that, and I walked into his room and he was playing literally what it looks like right now, and he was back in Lumberidge, and I think he was fishing something. I'm not sure what he was fishing, but he was fishing something. I'm like, oh yeah, what's the game you're playing? He's like, get the fuck out of my room. So about like after 3 days of bothering him, because you know he was my big brother, I looked up to him and wanted to play with him, blah blah, he actually made me an account, and that account was named Maynard 4. Now that's not this account because I'm gonna tell you what happened to that account. But anyways, so I started playing Mandarin 4, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll give you some items, you just gotta mine pure essence. Where I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? So he literally did the quest for me, even though it's like a 5-minute quest, but he did it for me, and he gave me a pickaxe, and he was like, alright, just start mining. Well, eventually I got sick of that, and that was when bots were big. Now, I'm not sure if he's the one that did it. I'm fairly sure he's the one that did it, but that account actually got, quote-unquote, hacked. Now, he's the only one that knew the password to that account, so I'm like 90% sure he did it, but whatever, I can't prove it. So, and then about a month later, because I literally stopped playing between the time I got hacked, because I was just pissed off and I didn't know how to make a new account, he texted me or called me or one of the two. And he's like, oh yeah, I got your account back, blah blah, you just gotta mine me 10,000 rune essence to get it back. And I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck, okay. So, we were still 10 at the time, because that was like a month into the game. And we actually wrote up a little contract saying then mine him 10,000 rune essence or something like that. And apparently I found a loophole in it where I could legitimately play the game, because there was no time limit and when he had to get the 10,000 rune essence, so it could have been 5 years, it could have been tomorrow or something like that. So I basically went and changed the password and changed everything on the account and basically scanned him out of getting the account back, which it was my account to begin with. He should just give it back, but whatever. So about a little over a year went by. This is about a month before the Grand Exchange came out. I was actually training my combat level, got my combat up, and I was looking for an adamant skimmy. Now, I did not know how much it was worth, and I had a good chunk of money because I had all that fucking rune essence on my account that I basically just stole because he was botting on my account. Okay, there was like 20,000 rune essence. I sold it all, and I'm like 9% sure he's running a bot on it, but whatever. So I sold all that, and I saw some dude selling Runescape. I'm like, oh, how much do you want for it? And he's like, I'll make an offer. I'm like, okay, fine, 50k. So I paid like 50k. No, it wasn't. It was an Addy skimmy for adamant scimitar. Now it was only worth like, at the most, I think it was like 2k or something like that. But I don't know. I thought it was one of the best weapons in the game. And I learned that it was only 2k because a couple months later the fucking Grand Exchange came out, and I looked on there to try to sell it, and I could only sell it for like 2 fucking k. So I lost like 48k during that. But that's whatever. And then right after the Grand Exchange came out, or right before, it was one of the two, I can't remember exactly, my best friend from elementary school started playing. Now his account name was Tear of Cries. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a pure account. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck's a pure account? Like, are you just gonna be like a holy account? Are you gonna be pure in the soul, or what? And he's like, no, I'm just gonna have a bunch of fucking strength. I'm like, okay, well why the fuck would you do that? And he's like, I don't know, it's just a pure account, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, fine. So I started looking up some pure builds, and that's when this account you guys are seeing now was made. I wanted to make him a defense pure, and I was going to go boxing people. Like, defense, attack, no strength, blah, blah. Well, that was actually a pretty good idea on my part. I actually don't know how I pulled it off. I made a couple mil, just boxing people, I guess. So, yeah, that's the reason you guys are seeing this account right now. And then after this account was made, my other buddy from I'm just going to call him Tyler because I don't remember the fucking account name he had. He started playing, and I gave him like a mil or something like that from like the boxing money I earned just to start up his account so he could buy some shit. Well, we were at fucking Rock Crabs, and he's like, oh yeah, my buddy has all the fucking money in the world. And again, I wasn't on this account, I was on my Maynard 4 account. because that was the account I basically just, killed shit with. This was just pure boxing because I didn't want to actually do a quest or something like that and get my strength up, so I only used him in the duel arena. But anyway, I was at the rock crabs with him, and he's like, oh yeah, my buddy here, he has all the money in the world, he bought a bunch of shit for me, blah, blah. And that night, my account got hacked. And I remember the motherfucker who hacked it, too. Actually, I just remember what he looks like. He was wearing fucking red D-hide. Okay? So, whenever I see someone wearing red D-hide, I get instantly pissed off. And the only thing that left on my account was my Zemrat Godbook. Because I think there's a way you can tear the pages out, but I'm probably wrong, because everyone tells me I'm wrong, but I remember there was a way, but whatever. Fuck it. Anyway, the only thing that left on there was my Zemrat Godbook. And I got the account back, and literally, right when I logged out, the fucker got locked. And that happened for like 4 days straight, so if you guys ever want to hack that account, go ahead and fucking take it. It's going to be locked. It's still locked. I just gave up. So that's why you guys are only seeing this account, because main room 4, it's all your fucking fault, Tyler, got hacked. So, yeah. That was basically my history. Ever since the Grand Exchange came out, I've only been on every now and then just to do shit, I guess. I never really got much into PKing. I probably never will. It's not one of my favorite things to do. I still remember the day summoning came out. That's has to be my favorite skill, because I actually thought like the summons would do shit for you and shit like that. I guess the pack yak does, but I don't know. It's never really excited me. And Dungeoneering came out. I tried that for about a week, I want to say, and then it just went all downhill from there. But yeah, that was actually my history with RuneScape. If you guys are entertained by this video, subscribe, leave a like, comment down below. And until next time.